YouTube. How are you? Are you doing okay?
So, I've been something of an emotional basket case all day long. Never have I ever been as depressed as I was today eating a baked potato. I don't know why this depressed me as much as it did. I thought I was depressed before, but I had no idea. Really? You know how like people think that like eating at like a fast food joint isn't so bad, like if they get another side instead of fries. Like if they're like, oh, I got a baked potato, so it's okay that I'm eating at Wendy's, it's fine, you know? It's cool. Like so many people have this logic. You know, like all those bitches that drink Diet Coke and think that they're like, you know, healthier because of it. And then, like, because of the bullshit propaganda, then they end up like getting addicted to it, you know, and they can't live without it. See, if my mother saw this video, she'd be so upset, because like, she like has to have Diet Coke in the fridge at all times. Like if she does not have Diet Coke, it totally screws up her day. And like I don't understand how you can like get on to me for like being a pothead when you're like addicted to that fucking aspertine. It's not like it's doing anything for you. I mean, it'd be one thing if like Diet Coke got you fucked up, but it does not. You know? It just gives you like this placebo and you're like, ooh, caffeinated now. I'm drinking my DC. Ooh. I hate the way it smells. Yeah, like I ate a baked potato tonight because I was like, you don't want all that nasty ass chicken. You don't want a burger. You want something healthy. And God, just like eating that and like trying to convince myself that it was okay. Oh man. Well, honestly though, a baked potato is like probably the healthiest you're gonna get here, you know? So that's good. I don't know why you're so depressed about it. No. Just little things, you know? Ooh. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, like little things just make me so upset, you know, like they just tear me apart. Let's see. I'm not supposed to be cleaning right now. I started early. Nobody's in the lobby, so it doesn't fucking matter. Anyway. It's just like certain stuff will just make me so fucking sad, you know? At least you think about stuff like that, you know? Like most people don't even think about that shit when they eat a baked potato. They just eat the baked potato, you know? Yeah. Most people aren't in like deep intuitive thought. Fucking Wendys. Dude. Like I'll see like these couples. Like you can tell that they like are miserable and like they're eating at Wendy's, you know? It's so depressing. I'm kind of worried that I'm gonna like get in trouble. Yeah, that's if like anybody actually watches this channel, you know? I highly doubt that the fucking like CEO of Wendy's is gonna be watching your channel, you know? I wanna see what all my employees are up to. outside of work. Zoom in on canna-butter. That's what I do. That's what I do when I'm not working. Make pot butter. And I make love to myself. And, oh yeah, I guess I make videos. I mean, I make videos while I'm at work. And I'm like mopping the bathrooms right now and I'm making a fucking video. That's how on my shit I am, you know? It's very important, you know, to document stuff that's just typical stuff. Because that's the everyday stuff, you know? Like the daily routines.
Come here for a minute.
Y'all hear that? It's my blackie. What's up?
Hit this right here for me.
For what?
And videoing herself scrubbing the bathroom. This girl right here. And so I can't know what to think about her. She always videoing herself scrubbing the bathroom. Hit this button for me.
All right.
She wow.
Wait, this button is this button, baby.
Well, what, I don't know what brush to use on it. This one?
It's this one. It's this
Okay. Lord have mercy. You is crazy.
You were absolutely right about that. See what I told you? Black people always acknowledge the truth. You is crazy. It's awesome. Fuck yeah. Black people are so much better than white people. You're always back on this rant. No, but they have a better sense of humor. Sense of humor means more to me than anything else. Like, if you can't make me laugh, go drown. I don't give a fuck. Oh my goodness, now you're being offensive. Now you're telling all these kind, unfunny people to go kill themselves, all because they can't make you laugh. How is that fair? It's really not. You, it's crazy. Oh man. Totally. All-encompassingly. Don't we all miss Mitch? Where are you, Mitch? Like, Mitch is everywhere. See, that's the cool thing about dying, is that, like, you can be everywhere, you know? At least that's what people say that, like, believe in God. Like, oh no, he's still with me. I still have him. I mean, that's the thing, though. Like, death is just like the beginning of something else, you know? I tell myself that I have to live this life and do as much as I can with what I've got before I, you know, do that. So, you know, there's so much shit that we have to do before we kick it, you know? Yeah, I mean, I just don't think that death is as daunting as people make it out to be, you know? Yeah, I know. I know. That's my baby. That's the same chick I told you about that was like very open in the bathroom with me. That's cool. I love it. Like, that's really not the first time that's happened to me. That happens to me quite often. Where, like, I'll be in the bathroom with somebody and then like they'll just get fucking naked and I'm like, okay. I mean, I don't think it's just because I'm open, it's because I'm a fucking hippie, you know? So I guess people figure I'd be like the last person in the world that would be uncomfortable by that kind of shit, you know? And they're absolutely right. Nakedness is all right with me.
We all gotta get in the nude sometimes. It's way more comfortable to take a shit when you don't have clothes on. I don't know why. Somebody told me that. This dude I used to work with, his name was Chris, I called him the Abonacle. Cause he, you know, he always talking that, typical black voice, you know what I mean? He kind of sounded like Cat Williams, only like, more thugged out. Be like, you know, I like to be totally naked when I take a shit. That's why I don't shit in public. So, you know, when I go home, I just be totally comfortable, you know? So I don't take a shit with clothes on. Shout out to Chris. Chris! He was one of the fellas that I asked about the N-word. The N-word! The N-word! The N-word! He was like telling me that, like, it's not wise for me to say it. And not because, like, he told me, he's like, you know, it's not that you're gonna be like interpreted as a racist, it's just like not all black people are cool with that, you know? That's what I'm saying. I mean, yeah, I understand that. I mean, let's face it, y'all. As black as I might act, and as good of an impression as I can do of black people, I know what my actual race is, okay? Like, nobody has to tell me, but people feel the need to, you know? Like, anytime I say, oh yeah, I got in trouble for saying the N-word, and they're like, well, it's because you're white. I'm like, no shit! Like, what? Slavery happened? You're kidding me. I don't believe it. I don't. Not in this great country. It's a fine, upstanding country. Totally believes in equality, right? That bullshit. America loves to claim that it's a free country, and yet they try to like take away people's rights. Anybody that like they don't like or they don't understand or, you know, is too brown, they're like, ugh, they shouldn't be allowed to vote. They shouldn't be allowed to think better of their kids and abort them rather than just overpopulate the planet, you know? Now, I know that y'all know how I feel. People in the vortex. Anytime that you go to a fucking restaurant, right? Such as this one. Now, it could be a fast food shithole, or it could be, you know, a nicer restaurant, like maybe like a more upscale, like TGI Fridays or Applebee's or what's that one, Chili's. It could be like, yeah, one of those fancy ass Americanized restaurants. Yeah. Don't you get annoyed when like you're just trying to have a nice meal, have a nice vanilla bean cheesecake, have a nice bloomin' onion, have a nice whatever the fuck they serve there, you know, it's usually steak. Steak and mozzarella sticks and pot stickers. Like, don't you hate it when like you're just trying to enjoy your pot stickers and then like some kid behind you is like kicking your seat, and then like you hear some shit like, I'm gonna whoop your ass right here if you don't cut that shit out, you know? You you gotta listen to that, and then that just like makes you real uncomfortable, and you're not even sure if you can continue to eat those pot stickers. You know, all because those parents didn't want to abort their kid. I don't know. I just think abortion is the way to go. That's just me, though. It's just me. I just don't understand why people have kids unnecessarily. You know? Hey. I'm filming myself mopping because it's what I do in my daily life.
Mop?
Well, here at this job.
You mop?
Well, I'm trying to like film stuff that's just, you know, normal stuff that I do. You know?
Mopping.
Yeah, like mopping, or brushing my teeth, or taking a shit, or masturbating. So everybody masturbates unless they're like a Christian and retarded. So.
Oh my god, I see.
All right, bye bye. Have a good night. Bye. He's the terrorist. I think he's from Pakistan or something. See, that's the thing. I mean, I'm not a typical American in that. The fact that, like, I know that he's not a terrorist. Like, I wouldn't just assume that. Like, no matter what people think, like, I really don't just assume that, like, black people smoke crack and play basketball. I really don't. Just assume those things. I just hope that it's true. Just kidding. Crack is whack. Crack is whack. You know, I smoked crack. I think I've mentioned this. It wasn't an enjoyable experience for me. It was like one of those, like, man, I am a very self-destructive person, am I not? Like, if you're smoking crack, and I'm not just gonna say like, oh, you're white, because like there are a bunch of like white trash pieces of shit that smoke crack. Like, I don't think you're a piece of shit if you smoke crack. I think that like you're just really desperate. It just makes me sad. You know? Well, I think that there's like this desperation with drugs anyway, which is like evidence that like people are unhappy, you know? But then again, like you look at people like constantly doing this number. Sorry, I had to do it in front of the lens. But I mean, if that's not like enough evidence that like people are like really, really unhappy, like I don't know what is, you know? Like how much more proof do you need? But then you got people that are justifying it left to right, and like how badly they need it, you know? Like, oh, well, this is just the way of the world, you know? This is what we do now. You know, we just fucking double click our lives away. That's all we do. Yeah. It's like you can't go anywhere, do anything without documenting it, you know? It's like, how the fuck would you remember this one-of-a-kind experience, you know? It's just, I feel like it's people trying to like make stuff like mean more, you know, and people can't accept the fact that their lives aren't, you know, going anywhere, so they're just like, okay, well, maybe if I document it, then like someone will see it and they'll think it's cool, and then they'll pay attention to me, and then it'll fill that dad-shaped hole, you know? I was always told that it was a God-shaped hole, but that's bullshit.
It's a hole that is in the form of daddy.